March 20th, Wednesday. 19 days and 9 hours till the eclipse on Monday, April 8th, 12/12/12. Update on Pons-Brooks. Location 12P, still in the constellation Pisces approaching Aries. Okay, we got Saturn, we got Venus, and we got Mars in Aquarius. We got Uranus by the Lamb, and Jupiter. And Uranus in the ancient time was referred to heavenly body. That's where Pons-Brooks is at right now. The coma diameter, which I keep an eye on, is 589,000 kilometers. And the tail is almost 10 million kilometers. Growing, both of them are growing, and they're going to continue to grow. So this is where it's at. Pisces, the age of Pisces, approaching the Lamb. From the Netherlands, the latest, today we have it at a 4.9 magnitude. Perihelion, which is on the 21st, the beginning of Passover. That's the closest point it gets to the sun. Now they're saying 3.7. Remember, it was 4.5, I think it was. So this is new. This is adjusted. Finally, they adjusted it. Let's see. So now they're saying it's going to be in the 3.5 range. Before it was 4.5. They adjusted this a little bit, which now makes it, if it gets to the 3 and up to the 2 point, I'll show you a graph. I'll show you a chart on the visibility of COMET 12P. Take a quick glance at the sky. Let's see if they changed anything. It still looks the same. Viewers may need to use binoculars or telescope to see it. There is no guarantee. Nevertheless, the combination of the solar eclipse and potentially bright comet passing by this astronomical event is not to be missed. So it's in Pisces. Here they have it at 5.3. Looking at 3D, let's see if anything's changed. Still the same. Okay, so here's where my pointer's at. The 20th of March, today. Let's take it forward. Take it to the 8th. So here's Earth right here. It'll be in the constellation Aries, the comet. What I'm hearing, I'm looking at some of these videos for the eclipse. Remember, I covered the comet. We're all going to cross path on the 8th, but it's also good to keep an eye on this sign. I mean, if it was just this alone, this would be a major sign. But since we have the eclipse, it's got the attention of 95% of the people. But there are those that are aware of this comet or paying attention to the comet. Also, for additional signs, combine it with the revelation people are getting. Like I said earlier in my prior videos, every day new revelation is going to be revealed. I mean, more and more, as this is closer and closer and closer, more information is going to be revealed. I'm going to reveal from my side with the comet. Remember, I'm looking at I've been following this comet for long, 7 months now, over. But here's something on that day too that need to turn it around right here. Is put it over a plane. When the comet's there, we have a lineup of Jupiter and Uranus, referred to as the heavenly planet star. So we have that alignment on that particular date. We got Venus and we got Jupiter. So if you're looking at it, looking at the eclipse, on the left side of Earth will be the comet and Jupiter. We'll have Venus on the right side. So those should be also visible because I'll show the magnitude scale chart. So we got that, and we got Uranus and Jupiter together. Let's fast forward a little bit. When it touches April 15th, the comet passes the orbital Earth. According to this, the tail, see right there, the orbital plane. It'll be lined up with our orbital plane. The tail, who knows how far it will extend, but it'll definitely cross the orbital plane of Earth. When Earth comes around this area in October, remember we already have debris on the prior videos. The meteor showers from the Draco system. This comet probably had participated in that meteor shower. Now we take it to the 21st, the beginning of Passover, and I'm having a difficult time moving this now. We have a lineup of Earth, Mercury, and Venus, and also Uranus and Jupiter are lined up also. Now this is from late November, and they had it other videos since I've done. This is my number 42nd video now that I've done on this comet. But I have other videos where they had it at 4.3, but now it's gone up into the 3 range, and I expect it'll get more brighter, probably a 3 if it has another outburst. I think it will. Okay, regarding that chart, planet Venus and Jupiter. Venus is a -4 at its brightest, easily seen from large cities. Jupiter's a -2, so it's a naked eye. So those two planets should be visible during the eclipse. Okay, right here, they have it at a 3.7. Okay, so it's in this range. Naked eye, rural, suburban, small cities, binoculars, bright, urban areas. The higher it gets, let's say if it gets into the 2 range, for example, the equivalent of the Big Dipper, Halley's Comet's peak in 1986, it'll get brighter. It'll be more visible. Anything from the 3 and above, we shouldn't have no problem seeing it. But definitely Jupiter and Venus should be visible. I'm predicting if it has another outburst, and it could have another outburst. It hasn't had an outburst for a while now. Okay, it's been a while. I mean, it's already had 8 outbursts. Could have another outburst soon, so it might get brighter. Now, I was going to look at space weather, the comet. They had an article and talk about it. This caught my attention, and I suggest people go check out spaceweather.com and check out this latest news here and try to make some understanding what this means. Polar vortex spinning. This is spinning backwards. So what's going on? This is very, very interesting article, and I suggest this vortex spinning back is slowing and could become westerly again in about 10 days. If so, the ozone spike will subside. Stay tuned for updates for the stratosphere. The current ozone spike is the biggest in the month of March since record keeping began in 1979. So that's where it's at right now. The red still spiking. So if somebody makes sense of this. But what I wanted to cover was the March 17th, Sunday, this article came out about the tail being disconnected, crooked tail. They call it a disconnection event caused by a CME. And then they put a movie here of Comet Inky when the tail is ripped off from the comet. So they're saying that a disconnection event occurred here. By solar winds. Remember, the comet's traveling in this direction. The solar winds came from this direction. So it did have an effect on the tail of 12P. But this is nothing new. Back in 2013, I covered this with Comet Lemon. It also had a disconnection event where the wind tore the tail down. Then I cover here Inky also had these similar event. So this has happened before, but I have with more. Back in 2007, Comet Luden had similar disconnection event. See right there? But Comet Luden had an anti-tail. It had 2 tails. The one connected to the sun. Here is where the solar wind just blew dust tail, the plasma tail right off. So it happened with Luden also. It also happened with Comet 2022 E3 ZTF. Also had a similar experience with the tail being disconnected. This has happened before. Now, I'm on the JPL NASA website. They haven't updated that yet. So according to JPL, on the 11th of April, the sun distance is 0.81. Why am I looking at these numbers? Because the orbital plane from Venus to Earth is 25 million from here to here. 0.81 is approximately 1 AU is 92 million miles. So in other words, Earth is 92 million miles from the sun. It's 74 million miles from the sun. We have a distance of approximately 17 million miles. This chart's different from the others. 17 million miles from touching the orbital plane of Earth. I don't know if that made some sense. Okay, but since we're here, play with this. See how different this is. Jupiter and Uranus lines up. Take it to Passover. The beginning of Passover on April 21st, we're looking at almost a lineup on this, according to this, with Earth, Mercury, and Venus. Compared to the other one. And this is where 12P is going to be located in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so that's JPL, NASA. So we're talking a distance of 17 million miles. Tail is approaching 10 million, but be reminded that from up here, if it's leaving a trail, you don't know if it's giving out debris where it's gonna rain down on. To recap, so they changed the magnitude on the brightness of the comet from 4.5, rounding it off, 3.7 range, soon to be 3.5. Now, if it has another outburst from now to then, it'll be more visible. Anything from, let's say, if it goes like 3 up, like 3, 2.9, it'll be definitely visible. It'll be visible right now if you have a telescope. Let's take a look at the latest image. Okay, on Comet Watch on Facebook, Michael Yeager put one out March 19th. So that's what it's looking like. See if we get any color ones. I want to thank Victory and Twitter X for providing me this link from Russia. Site of all the comet, the latest. We're looking at March 20th today. Posted today. Just take a couple quick glance at them. Okay, and this one here on 3/18, March 18, you could see the 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 jets, and you can see the spiral. Definitely you can see a spiral here. Let's check this one out. March 18th. Zoom in. So that's the characteristics it's having. Look like it has multiple vents. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I already gave the size of the coma diameter. Over half a million kilometers. Okay, we saw that one. This one's posted on March 20th. Let's take a look at this one. Look at the beauty on that. I'm looking at the jets. 1, 2, 3, 4. This yellowish is the dust that is expelling. This here is the plasma ion charge tail. This one's on the 20th also. Okay. Beautiful. Look at that. Look how it stretches out. The 20th. See, you can see the spiral right here. It's doing a spiral as it spins. This was taken on March 8th. Okay, this one, you could barely see it. March 19th. March 19th. Okay, you could, like, giving that horn appearance again. Oh, wow, look at this one. March 19th. Oh, wow, look at that. You can see the spiral perfectly. Yep, look at that. You can see I was spinning and giving that appearance. See if we can see. Let's look at this. Look at this one over here. Definitely a spiral. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that. Look at the fuzziness. Like it's blurred. That's from the 18th. Let's take a look at this one. 18th also. Look at that. Like blurred right here. Look at the color. Look at the tail. 18th. You see how it changes? Every image. Oh, you can see the spiral right here. Look at that. Curls around. Big curl. You could take image every minute and it'll look different. Just constantly changing. Oh, this one looks great. On the 18th also. Just constantly changing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and barely 6. Oh, let's take a 18th also. I got that ghostly appearance, doesn't it? Oh, let's look at this one. On the 17th. Look at that. Magnificent. Take a closer look. Wow, look at that. How beauty that is. It got that, like that horn appearance. But here we got more defined details. It's like 6 again. I think I saw this one already. Now look at this. He even got the dates to where I can't read. I'm thinking this is March 1st, March 3rd, March 5th, March 6th, March 12th, March 15th. See how it changes? Look at that. Constantly, this one looks cool. Look at that shield, that barrier, magnetic barrier. That's the information I have for now. That's a long video, but it's still here. Still putting them out. So I hope some of those information that I provided makes some sense. Keep an eye on that polar space weather news that broke out today and try to make some sense, guys. What does it mean? It seems like it got space weather freaked out. Remember, they try to be watered down with their information. We got to read between the lines, you know, when they post stuff like that. I mean, a reversal going backwards. I mean, with the eclipse coming up, all this coming up, keep an eye on this. There's signs here, especially with it's in Pisces, the age of Pisces. The age of Pisces from 1 to the year 2150, and the age of Aries was 2150 BC to 1 AD. The constellation Aries, the age of Pisces, Aries, when Christ was born. And now we're in the age of Pisces. Just more pieces of the puzzle, more pieces of the signs in the heavens. And that's not touching on eNOCH. Let me do a quick on eNOCH, the book of secrets. eNOCH refers to 7, the symbolism of 7, 7, 7. And this is while revealing the secrets of the creation of the heavenly bodies to the visionary God states. When eNOCH was taken to heaven and shown all these things, he referenced the number 7, the importance of 7 by God. Amazing. Put it on pause and read it. It's amazing stuff here. A lot of nuggets here. Okay, until next time. Beth Father out.